Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. My name is Teags, and if you are new here then thank you so much for joining us. I am so excited to have you here. I am so pumped about today's video because these are some of my favorite videos to watch and I just think it's really exciting that I now get to make them myself. So the video that we're going to be doing today is a bit of a reading vlog, but I'm going to be having my book besties pick what books I read. So I have asked bestie Rian, bestie Shana and bestie Bridie to give me 2 book recommendations on books they have read and they think that I will enjoy. Not necessarily books that they think I will rate 5 stars or be god tier. I didn't want that kind of pressure, just books that they think I will enjoy. So we are going to draw those out of a cup in a moment. I've written down both of their options for me and we're going to read 3 books in this one for each of them, and then I also have the 3 other ones for a separate vlog, so I can get 2 videos out of this one idea, which is really awesome. So without further ado, go be horizontal, get a drink, get a snack, and let's chat books. Okay, here are the book suggestions. I have color coded them, so I will pick one of each color. Let's jump into it and we will do this one first. Okay, we have Ice Planet Barbarians. This is a pick by Bridie. I know that this is a very short book and I think it's monster or alien romance, which is really funny and intriguing to me. I've never read a book like that before, so this will in fact be our first, and I think this will make for a great reading experience. So very excited about that one. So that is green, done. Now we have blue and orange. Okay, let's go for this one. This is Dungeon Crawler Carl. This is bestie Shana's pick. I have heard such amazing things about this and I am so curious to know who this Princess Donut character is. I have been told to do the audiobook or at least immersive read it if that was the book that I did pick, so I'm really looking forward to that one. And now we have orange. So here we go. This is of course going to be bestie Rian's pick, and it is Daisy Hates. Now this is really interesting because this is a series that I swore I would never read, not so much for any particular reason, just because it just didn't sound like it was up my alley. So we will obviously have to read Magnolia Parks first and see how that goes before we can get to Daisy Hates, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't have any expectations, so we'll see how it all goes. Alrighty, so as a very quick recap, we have bestie Bridie who chose Ice Planet Barbarians, bestie Shana who chose Dungeon Crawler Carl, and bestie Rian who chose Daisy Hates. I think I'm going to read them in Bridie, Rian, Shana. I think that's the order that I'll do it. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it and I will meet you guys when I pick up Ice Planet Barbarians. It is sometime later, but we are finally ready to pick up my first book, so Ice Planet Barbarians. Now, I do not know anything about this book. I do not know what it's about. I just know that it's got a blue alien in it. Let's read the blurb together. This says, you'd think being abducted by aliens would be the worst thing that could happen to me, and you'd be wrong, because now the aliens are having ship trouble, and they've left their cargo of human women, including me, on an ice planet. We're not equipped for life in this desolate winter wasteland. Since I'm the unofficial leader, I head out into the snow to look for help. I find help all right. A big blue-horned alien introduces himself in a rather startling way. Vectal says that I'm his mate, his chosen female, and that my presence is the reason his chest is purring. He'll help me and my people survive, but this poses a new problem. If Vectal helps us survive, I'm not sure he's going to want to let me go. Okay, I am definitely intrigued. Like, the cover in itself is already intriguing. And of course, the book being on the smaller side is very appealing to me. So let's start this book together and I will keep you guys posted with my thoughts throughout the process. You guys, this is a wild fucking time. Oh my goodness. I'm officially halfway through the book, and I will quickly say, as a little PSA, Bridie did warn me, but the first chapter in this book does have a pretty detailed essay scene, so definitely take care of yourself if you are going into this one. But so far that has been the only heavy scene topic that has happened. Everything else has been so freaking bizarre. I don't really have any thoughts for you guys. It is a very, very strange read. By no means is the writing good or the book good. However, it is very addictive, and it's somehow, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. It's definitely a very solid 3 star. It's not 2 because 2 feels too low, but I don't think I can rate this book any higher than 3 stars because it is just so insanely bizarre. Like, I genuinely do not know how to describe this book. It's so interesting, so interesting. There is a storyline that we are following and that is keeping me going, but at the same time, I'm not overly obsessed with the storyline or the characters. It's all very, again, just bizarre. I'm not too sure that this is my cup of tea, but I am glad that I'm giving it a go because it is just such a classic that so many people talk about. So I'm glad to hopefully have this one ticked off tomorrow. It's nearly 8 o'clock now, so I am going to stop reading for the night. I'm going to go and watch some YouTube now, and then I'll pick this one up probably again tomorrow night because I would like to hopefully finish Empire of the Dawn during the day. I think I've got 4 hours left in that audio. So as soon as I smash that one out, we will jump back into this physical read and yeah, see what my final thoughts are going to be. I have no clue how this is going to end or where it's going to take us. So yeah, we will see what my final thoughts are. Okay guys, it is, what day even is it actually? It is Tuesday. It is the afternoon. I finished work, I've showered, I've done my skin prep, all of that jazz. I'm ready to sit down and smash this book out. I am just over the halfway point, so I'm really hoping I can get this done tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did finish Empire of the Vampire book 3 today, and it was the biggest 5-star read for me. It was freaking phenomenal. The most insane ending I think I have ever read. So I already was not super crazy about this, but after having such an impeccable read today, I am like, I just know that this is not going to compare, like especially writing wise. As I said, I personally think the writing in this is very poor, and coming out of a high fantasy, it's obviously a very stark difference. So I'm going to try and put that aside and just appreciate this for what it is. But I already didn't have high hopes, and now they've kind of been swindled down a little bit more. Nonetheless, we're going to get it finished. You never know, my mind could be changed. It is entertaining, I will give it that, and it is addictive. Like once you start reading it, it's hard to put it down. It's just not good. And I know that sounds like such a contradiction, but I feel like if you've read this and you understand what I mean anyway. So we're gonna knuckle down, smash out the second half tonight, and I'll check in at some point maybe, if not at the end. Good morning, you guys. Last night I did in fact end up finishing Ice Planet Barbarians. I didn't end up filming too much last night because Luke came to bed early, but I will quickly say the book itself is actually shorter than I thought. So this here is the length of the book, which is 218 pages, and then we have an epilogue, which is this length, and then this bit here is actually Ice Planet, Honeymoon, Vectel and Georgie. So I assume that's their honeymoon stuff. I will admit I didn't read their honeymoon bit. I did read the epilogue. I am giving this book 2 stars. Now, it was definitely entertaining. I can see why people have made this such a popular series. I was talking to Bestie Bridie about it, and she said that there is like 20 books in this series, which is absolutely insane to me. But yeah, I can understand why it's popular. It's just not for me, unfortunately. I think that if maybe I continued doing the audiobook for it, I had a few hours left, so I did do the free Spotify version. But I think maybe if I did it audio, I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But to me, again, the writing in this was just very, very poor, and it was a little bit hard to like look past that. I definitely enjoyed the first half of the book more than the second half. It took a bit of a turn that I wasn't overly a fan about, and for me personally, I thought that our FMC was absolutely delusional. I think she was one of the most delulu people that I have ever had the pleasure of reading about. She was just insane, especially in the second half of the book. I was like, oh, I wish I could be this cool, calm, and collected if I was in your situation, because I personally would be freaking the fuck out. So I'm glad that I have it ticked off. I probably am not going to keep the physical version of this book because I'm not going to read the rest of the series, and I do have a rule that if I rate a book under 3 stars, I do unhaul it. So I'm thinking we'll take a drive down to the street library that's just around the corner from my house later today, and someone else can hopefully pick this one up and be taken on this wild ride. So thank you to Bestie Bridie for this book pick. It was entertaining, so I will give you that. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it. Actually, I will go into what I didn't like about it. So spoiler warning here. This is your chance to fast forward or just pause for a minute. 3, 2, 1. So the thing that I didn't like about this one towards the end of the book was obviously the pregnancy. Now, I am someone who doesn't have a problem with the pregnancy trope. I'm all for it. I love books like that. But this was just so bizarre to me, like getting impregnated by a blue alien, and at the start she was really worried and she was like, fuck. And then within like a couple of pages, she was like, I love you so much, and you know, can't wait to meet our child, yada yada. And it was just wild. It was absolutely wild. That's the bit that kind of lost me. I was like, this is already a bit of a delulu read, but that is what kind of, I don't know, solidified in my mind that I was like, okay, not sure that this is the book for me, unfortunately, but you know, every book cannot be made for us, so it's fine. Again, glad I'm read it. 2 stars. Thank you, Bestie Bridie. It was definitely entertaining. And now on to the next book. Hey guys, we have actually jumped back in time. Today is Monday the 15th of June, and on the weekend just gone, I read Magnolia Parks for the first time in preparation for this reading vlog. Now, I picked this up thinking it would be just a fine read, and then I could wait until I finish up at my current workplace before I officially start this planned reading vlog. However, I was so incorrect, because on Saturday I did in fact start and finish Magnolia Parks. I gave this book 5 gigantic stars. I then continued to think about this book all throughout the night. On Sunday morning, I woke up, I went to Dimmicks, I bought myself the physical copy. I started the book again, finished the book again, and annotated the crap out of it. This is a book that has been etched into my soul, not to be dramatic, but I just adored it so much. So I am so looking forward to picking up the next book, which is in fact Bestie Rian's pick for me in this vlog, and it is Daisy Hates. I am going to be doing an immersive read so that I can annotate this one as well. I am so excited. I think this is going to be a God tier series for me, and I think that this is going to be my favorite read of the year so far. So stay tuned. I'll take you guys along with me and we can go through this experience together. Okay, I'm only on chapter 2, but chapter 2 is a Julian chapter, which I'm so excited about. I was so intrigued by him in the first book, just like the little snippet that we got of him. And I know that he is a very well-loved character, so I'm excited to see what the hype is about and what he is about. I am so keen for his chapter. I'm wondering if we get Christian. We do get Christian chapters in this as well. How exciting. Okay, we're really deep diving. I'm loving the, like, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but like the what Julian does. I'm loving that side of this. I think that that's really fun. The first sentence in this book, immediately hooked. Immediately hooked. So let's continue on. I'm officially 100 pages into the book now, and my thoughts so far are I don't hate Christian. I'm just not crazy about him at the moment. I think he is definitely giving me like a scarier, broodier, sexier John Logan vibe from Off Campus. Completely different characters, but kind of in the same situation. And the reasons why I didn't like John Logan are the exact same reasons why I'm not liking Christian at the moment. So I think once this situation gets resolved and we move on from that, I will start to enjoy his character a little bit more. There are definitely things that he has been saying that have, like, I've annotated and all of that jazz that I really love, but then there are just as many things that he says and does where I'm kind of like, what the fuck are we doing, mate? Like, just get it together. Julian, so far he's my favorite male character in this series, bar Henry, because Henry is adorable and everyone loves Henry, of course, but Julian so far I'm really enjoying. I'm loving learning more about him and his dynamic, his past, what he does, all of that stuff I find really interesting. I know he becomes a bigger character in it, but I'm not sure on how, so I'm excited to learn about that. Daisy, I love her. I love her so much. I want to protect her. At the moment, my heart just kind of breaks for her because obviously she knows how Christian really feels and she's just trying to deal with that and deal with her own feelings around all of that as well. It's definitely an interesting dynamic because also in this book we kind of have gone back in time. So I think it's the same timeline as Magnolia Parks because we are reliving through some of those scenes in this one, but from Daisy, Julian, and Christian's POV, obviously. So it's interesting to see how other people view those same situations and events that happened. But yeah, so far it's still sitting at a very solid 4-star. And again, we're still super early on. We're only 100 pages in. I have annotated so much already. But yeah, those are my thoughts at the moment. We'll check it again maybe once I'm at the 200 mark or halfway through the book and discuss some more. Okay guys, I had to quickly jump back on and share some thoughts with you because I am going insane right now. At this point in time, I still do not care for Christian. Every time he says something that I think like will maybe warm me up to him and get me to like him a little bit more, and I think to myself, okay, maybe we can give him a chance. A couple pages down, he then goes on to open his mouth again and we go 10 steps backwards. I can't for the life of me understand the hype around this man just yet. I'm really hoping that this whole situation gets like, I don't know, concluded super fast because at the moment my heart just breaks for Daisy and I am rooting for anyone but him, which is insane. He is actually sitting below Beach for me. I don't know why, but I just feel like the way that he's going about things and the way that he is acting is worse than what BJ did. And I know that might sound so silly, but at the moment that's how I'm currently feeling. I just can't stand the way that he is acting, and it's hard because she obviously knows. He doesn't know that she knows, but she does. It's so obvious. And I think a lot of people around him also know. It's just, it's so infuriating. Like, even now when he has like discovered that he has these feelings for her after everyone telling him that this was the case, he then goes over and he proceeds to be such an asshole. And now she's left here bursting into tears. Like, I can't. I can't. I can't. And it's annoying because you can tell that he does like her. He's just an absolute idiot. Like, genuinely an absolute idiot. It's doing my head in. I don't know. I'm on page 170. I've literally just got into that scene where he figures out he has feelings and he goes over to her house, and for some reason he just is himself, which is an absolute tosser. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's my feelings. I am at the point where I'm like, Daisy girl, you can do so much fucking better. Like, come on. You are literally a baddie. I love reading about her, by the way. She is definitely just such a fun person to learn about. But my God, any scene or any time I get a Christian POV, it kind of makes me want to rip my hair out. So we will see how this goes. Hey guys, I'm going through and editing my clips and I realized that I never filmed my final thoughts on Daisy Hates because I obviously have finished it. I have in fact actually finished the entire Magnolia Parks Universe series. As you can see here, I annotated all of the books. Every single one of these books except for The Long Way Home was a 5-star read for me. This one was 4.5, but Daisy Hates, I gave this book 5 gigantic stars. This is a book that I plan to reread multiple times. I loved that in this one we got 3 POVs. So we followed Daisy, Christian, and Julian. Julian was such a fun addition to the series. I know that he is so well loved, and at the time I was like, okay, I'm really excited to get to know him more. As you guys have heard, I wasn't the biggest fan of Christian. It kind of got to maybe like this much left in the book where I was like, okay, I can see the appeal to him. He just needs to sort his shit out and then I can fully get on board. So he still wasn't my favorite, but I did begin to warm up to him. Daisy, however, I instantly loved. I think that she was such a baddie FMC. There were so many moments in this where she just like took over, took control, and it was, yeah, she is fucking remarkable. I adored reading about her so much. I really liked that in this one we had more of a storyline and we had multiple plot points that we were following. So in Magnolia Parks, it is just Magnolia and BJ's love story. Essentially, it's their history, how they came about, how they're working towards getting together again, and all of that. This felt like an actual storyline where we got to kind of expand on the Magnolia Parks universe and get to know more characters and people's history and how they came about, and we're following all of these different plot points that ended up being crazy. So this one was more entertaining, I would say. Magnolia Parks was like really gut-wrenching. This was more entertaining. I absolutely loved it, and as you can probably tell, because I did go on to read the entire series within like a week, less than a week, I have made this series my whole personality at this point. So yeah, absolutely adored it. Rian hit the nail on the head with this recommendation. I'm so glad that I decided to pick this series up. I can't believe that I was going to go the rest of my life without reading this. That is insane, but obsessed. I do want to get tattoos for this series inked on my body because, again, it's just one of those ones where it's like altered my brain chemistry. So the first 5-star read of this one, we now only have one more book to pick up, which is Dungeon Crawler Carl, and that is Bestie Shana's pick. I'm really looking forward to reading that one too, actually. So let's jump into the next read. Hello everyone, it is time to pick up our third and final book for this reading vlog, and this is of course Bestie Shana's pick, Dungeon Crawler Carl. I am really looking forward to this one. I have been told to immersive read it, so I've got the audiobook ready to go. Let's read the blurb out together. This says, "You know what's worse than breaking up with your girlfriend? Being stuck with her prize-winning show cat. And you know what's worse than that? An alien invasion, the destruction of all man-made structures on Earth, and the systematic exploitation of all the survivors for a sadistic intergalactic game show. That's what." And now Coast Guard veteran Carl and his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, must try to survive the end of the world, or just get to the next level, in a video game-like trap-filled fantasy dungeon. A dungeon that's actually the set of a reality TV show with countless viewers across the galaxy. So not only do they have to stay alive, they also need to earn ratings based on their performance. Exploding goblins, magical potions, deadly drug-dealing llamas. This ain't your ordinary game show. Keeping viewers entertained is essential. Survival, however, is not. Welcome to the first book in the international best-selling Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Ditterman. Already, straight off the bat, this sounds like it's going to be such a vibes read. I think this is going to be a really fun time. And it does also sound like a book that Luke would actually really like, my partner. He is a big gamer, as you can see behind me, his setup. I think this could potentially be maybe the first book that he ever starts and finishes. So maybe I will get him onto this one as well. But let's jump into it. And I'm going to try and keep you guys more updated with this one because I don't think I've been doing really well with my updates throughout my reading vlog. So I'm going to try and remedy that with this book here, and we will see how that goes. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to know more about Princess Donut and just be fully immersed in this world because it is going to be such a unique read. I can already tell. So without further ado, let's jump into Dungeon Crawler Carl. Already, this is freaking hilarious. I'm only on page 17, but I'm going to read out a couple of the new achievements that our main character has gotten. So this one here says, "New achievement, why aren't you wearing pants? You entered the dungeon wearing no pants. Dude, seriously?" Reward, you've received a gold Aperol box. New achievement, loner, you entered the dungeon without any human companions. Didn't anyone teach you there is safety in numbers? Reward, none, haha, you are so dead. This is definitely going to be such a funny vibes read. So I'm going to keep you guys posted because I'm really, again, 17 pages in, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm excited to continue on and I'll report back soon. I have in fact gotten Luke onto the audiobook of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I think he's really going to enjoy it. So I'm excited to see what he thinks. He is about to start it. Now he's going to listen on 1.4 speed because... no comment. I am listening on 2 speed.
I've seen her listen to her books. Well, I've heard her, and I don't know how you guys take it in at all, because it's all just gibberish. There's no way you're taking in that information.
There is. Anyways, I'm on chapter 9. He's about to start, and this is going to be our first ever buddy read together. So thank you, Bestie Shana. And we'll keep you guys posted. I'll keep you posted with his thoughts and also my thoughts.
I'm going to play games while I listen to a book about a guy stuck in a game.
Pretty sick. Yeah. So apparently they're also making this into a TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
And there's like...
That's so funny that the goblin looks like that because it's the most like universal goblin look in every video game.
Apparently they're exploding goblins. And then there's drug-dealing llamas and something else that I can't remember.
Kind of gives off a Duke Nukem vibe.
I don't know what that means.
Just a video game guy. Is he in his underwear? Look at the little love heart.
Yeah, he forgot to wear pants. It's the whole thing. You'll understand it. Anyways, we're going to go read our book together and we'll report back to you guys. This is very exciting. This is very sexy. Good morning, you guys. It is currently 7 a.m. on Thursday. I made it to the 56% mark in Dungeon Crawler Carl yesterday. I am vibing. It is a very unserious, fun vibes read. I am really enjoying where it's taking us. We've like fought a few bosses now. We're looting things. It's got all of these fun little game jargon stuff in it, and I'm absolutely vibing. Luke is now on chapter 5, I believe, so it's going really good. He is a very slow listener. This is also his first audiobook, so it took me so long to actually get into audiobooks. He's at the moment finding it a bit hard to multitask. He needs to just sit and listen to the audiobook. He can't be like playing his game or sending emails or working or whatever. So he is actually out at the moment. He's got a few errands to run, and he said he's going to be listening to the audiobook in the car, which bless his fucking heart. That makes me so happy. So I will obviously definitely have this one finished probably today, and I'm not sure when he will have his finished, but whenever he does, I will put an update up somewhere so you guys can follow along. But I'm really excited for him, and I think this could be a good series to like, I don't think he's going to get into reading. I don't think reading necessarily is his thing, but if he was to choose to read a book for like our flights down to Melbourne or whatever, I think this series is definitely the way to go for him, because it's something that actually interests him and it's something that he's passionate about. He loves games. Like, his gaming is my reading, so very exciting over that. But yeah, I do have a few TikToks that I need to film this morning, and then we will jump straight back into the audiobook. I'm very excited to get this one ticked off and definitely continue the series. I think these will be awesome palette cleansers. So I probably won't read them back to back, but I will read this series because, again, having so much fun. I would highly, highly recommend. So I will check back in with you guys a little bit later during the day and give you some updated thoughts and feelings, and then we'll finish the book off together. Okay guys, we are now on the home stretch. We have 1 hour left in the audiobook. I don't really have too much to update you on because I don't want to give any spoilers away, but we are making our way through the levels, we're defeating bosses, and we keep getting a bunch of hurdles being thrown at us. It is so incredibly entertaining. I just am having the best time while reading this. I think that this is going to be a very solid 4-star read for me. I am really looking forward to continuing the series and to finishing this one off. I have no idea how it's going to end, actually. I also don't know if every book in the series is on Carl and Princess Jonah, or if we maybe explore different characters or different games. I have no idea. So I'm not sure if things are going to be tied up nicely or if we're going to be left on a cliffhanger, which is really exciting. So I will keep you guys posted once I finish it. It has been, again, just such an entertaining read. Like, I feel like this is exactly what my brain needed after reading the Empire of the Vampire trilogy, because that was obviously high fantasy and you really had to take every single detail in. This one is a little bit more mindless and a bit more of a relaxed read. So Loving it so far. I'll have to get Luke to jump back on and give an update on his thoughts, but I know that he is really enjoying it too, which makes me so happy. So keep you guys posted, and I'll see you when I finish this book. Hey guys, I've officially finished Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm giving this book a very, very solid 4-star rating. It was, once again, just so entertaining, and I know I've said that a million times already, but it's just the best way that I can describe this book. It is so mindless, it is thoroughly entertaining, it's fast-paced, and it's just such a unique experience. If you have any gamer friends who are looking to get into reading, or, I don't know, just want another book recommendation, I would highly recommend them trying this one out. I will try and get Luke in front of the camera again to give his updated thoughts. He's just out at the moment doing a quote, so he should be back very, very soon, and then we will wrap up this vlog. But I think this was a very successful vlog, which is awesome. Even my 2-star read was still thoroughly entertaining, so definitely a success. And I also found a God tier series in this reading vlog, which is fucking epic. So thank you to the book besties. Stay tuned for Luke's thoughts, and I will catch you in the next clip.
Yeah, really like it so far. I'm struggling to do 2 things at once, so I've got to lay down and really listen to the book and focus, because I'm trying to play games while listening to a guy playing a game in a book, or do something else, so it's not working. But yeah, what are we up to? He is figuring out how his inventory works, and the cat has turned into the princess, which was quite funny. And has a lot more charisma and intelligence than he does. Well, skill points anyway, so he was not happy with that. So yeah, I think we're pretty much towards the end of the tutorial, and we're going to start getting into level 1, which would be pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
So what chapter are you on?
It's chapter 5, I think.
Slay.
I think it's chapter 5. What are you up to?
I just finished it.
Of course you did. But no, it's good. I'll get some more done today, and maybe while I'm detailing an excavator tomorrow.
We'll see.
See what happens.
The people will be waiting. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.